Plaintiff Dodie Smith says the defendant is her brother, and she loves him dearly, but he has a severe drinking problem. Dodie claims the defendant treats her poorly and becomes destructive when he drinks. And as soon as he got out of rehab a month ago, he started drinking again. She's suing him for the balance due on a loan. Defendant John McWhorter admits that he has a drinking problem, and it has caused problems in his relationship with Dodie, but he insists she drinks too. John insists Dodie is suing him prematurely.
Start with you.
Well, this is my brother, and I love him to death. Sorry.
Take your time.
And I hope he doesn't think I'm throwing him under the bus.
You want to tell me about your relationship with your sister?
Your Honor, I wish not to throw her under the bus either. Our relationship right now is pretty good. At one time, it was a little bit rocky because of my drinking. That's part of the reason why we're here.
How did it cause a relationship problem?
Well, basically, when people drink, they tend to change. Well, that's what happened to me and my sister. When we drink together, we turn into evil twins, basically.
Her drinking caused your relationship a problem also then? Is that what you're
basically,
saying?
yes. But I tend to drink a lot more than she does.
Okay, you drink more than her.
Yes, but she has a problem too.
She just likes to drink, and you like to get drunk. Is that the point?
That's it.
All right. Hopefully you not an alcoholic, or you haven't been.
No, I have been through a couple.
He's an alcoholic, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to teach you about that then. Have you tried to overcome it?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Over the years, I've been through a couple of different rehabs, but obviously that hasn't taken effect.
At least you've tried. I mess with people in here. I come down on folks when they haven't tried.
I'm trying to do better. Basically,
Okay.
that's about
Your
it.
Honor.
Yes.
He got out of rehab on September 22nd, and he's still drinking, and he's still treating me bad. I mean, he's been
How
very
does he treat you
destructive.
bad?
He calls me names. I've let him live with me, and he's broken things. He's burned things. He doesn't hit me or anything like that, but he's just very destructive.
When he gets drunk, obviously.
When he gets drunk, yes. I mean, I've saved him from a life of nothing. You know, he lived in Oregon for a while, and I went up to Oregon, my father and I, and picked him up from a rehab center. And he was like a skeleton. So we brought him back and you know, helped him get back on his feet. Basically, I helped him get back on his feet. And I got him a job and all that, and he kind of put on some weight and got better. But I bought all of his incidentals and his toothpaste, and then I moved into another town where my job was. And then, like I said, I got him a job, and he moved back in with me again. And we, you know, and then that's...
Relapse?
Yes, and I mean, I've called the police on him 3 times. He's never had a restraining order, but he's had, you know, a stay away.
The times
order.
he went to rehab, was it forced
Yes.
on him?
Yes.
Yeah, and when it's forced on you, it's going to keep happening. You're going to continue to relapse until you decide you want to go on your own. If you got to hang something over their head to get them to go, then they don't want to go. They're not ready. They're not ready to go ahead and change their life. If you say, I know, you probably tell them, I'll put you out on the street. You won't have anywhere to go. Okay, I'll go to rehab.
And then he was there for 10 days for the 10-day detox, and then he decided he didn't want to
come out and get a fresh drunk, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a 4-month program, but he didn't stay for it. And
Sir,
you know,
you left rehab
Yes,
early?
Yes, I did.
Why? If you want to help.
Basically, when I went into the detox, well, let me start out by saying that.
We're going to get to the breach of contract shortly, but I'm letting you all tell me. Pardon?
I was never forced into rehab. It's always been voluntary. When I went through the 10-day detox, it was in one part of the building where it was like 8 of us, and it was pretty decent. And then when I was going to go into the regular program, they moved me into a dorm where they had like 50, 60 bunk beds full of people that were worse off than me.
You wanted a suite.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. You wanted a private suite,
But
filet mignon.
anyway,
Go
the
ahead.
living, I didn't want to live like that, so I left.
You rather live like a drunk than to live in
Or like a
inconvenient rehab facility. Gotcha, sir.
Plaintiff Dodie Smith says the defendant is her brother, and she claims he's an alcoholic who becomes destructive when he's drunk.
Let's get to the money you're suing him for, ma'am.
Well, Your Honor, since he came back in July of 11 is when I started, paying for his incidentals. We made an agreement. He was working. We made an agreement. I said, okay, how about if we just agree on an $1,800
For what?
for what you owe me for the 3 years I've
Gotcha.
taken care of
Okay.
you.
Go ahead.
No, so I said, John, we'll just settle on an $1,800, and that's all. 'Cause
Flat
I'm not going to
repayment.
count every dime, right? That you have to pay me. And he signed a promissory note, and he's paid me a few payments, and
Let's see it. And the balance, I guess, is $1,368.
this is. in
Sir?
here.
Basically, yeah, I signed that promissory note on, I believe it was October 23rd, 2012. Mm-hmm. And I have made a few payments. And my drinking basically has gotten in the way.
All right. And so you're going to go into rehab and leave again because they don't have a suite for you, the presidential suite for you? You say it's inconvenient living there, and that's why you left rehab, because you didn't want to live that way. I know you don't want to live that way. You want to live with her. Once again, I had this same relative. They came and stayed with me after they left rehab, and they stayed at home, watched TV, watched cartoons, very grown, and drank beer and did everything, lived a good life, come home, all the food gone from the refrigerator. So we're at one of the relatives' house. They say, such and such, how's your life doing? Because they know he in the past had problems. He said, I'm doing great. And I was so upset because I was stressed out, had 3 children at that time, was going to law school at night, working during the day, and was just stressed and taking care of him. Exactly. And just stressed out. And he's talking about he's doing great. And then I thought about it. I guess he was like you. I thought about it. I said, I guess he is doing great. I just thought about it. If he's living with somebody, don't have to pay. You probably got a nice home.
Well, yeah, well.
Yeah, he living it up in your home, doesn't have to do anything.
I'm buying
I know you do. Think that other facility is beneath you. That's right. Give you a suite, a private area.
Your Honor, can I mention the fact that I still have a year left on that promissory note to pay?
All right, you breached the contract when you missed the payment, so the deadline no longer exists. He can accelerate the deadline immediately. It's called anticipatory breach of contract, meaning I anticipate I might not get all my money from you because you've shown me that you'll be late or won't pay certain months, and so I want it all right now. That's what she has the ability to do legally, and that's what she's doing. And you living under her roof and you won't pay her or her money, and then come in here and talk about, well, I ain't like rehab. I ain't living that way. $1,368, sir. Hope you continue to try and overcome. Good luck to you, judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
Hopefully he will get himself a job now and take care of himself.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
Basically, I'm just glad it's over with. I intend to pay her back as soon as I get back on my feet, and we still love each other, and I think everything will work out as long as I make an effort.
And I still love you, John.